What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to WR3D 21 mod on the PC. I have 7 weeks on this SmackDown contract. I have a day off, and I think it's time to see if we can challenge the Tribal Chief. John Morrison is out injured. We have Cesaro Nakamura, our tag team champions, Sami Zayn, your IC champion, and Roman Reigns is the Universal Champion. So, hey, big dog, give me a shot. Give me a shot, Roman and Paul Heyman. Hey, Roman Reigns, give me a shot at your title. Give it to me, please, in my casual tap-out wear. Let's do it. I hate that. Why would you do that? I don't want that, you stupid game. No, I want this week. Not next week, this week. How about it? What happened? That's not... I've never gotten this to work right the first time. It always gives me a problem trying to make this work, and... yeah, see, that's the problem there with that, is that I already did it once, and then it's gonna give me that, hey man, you already did it once, back up, screw you. And I'm like, but the buttons screwed me again, so fine. Take the week, lose the money, and move on to the next one. Because this game was designed for phones, playing it with a controller is a problem. Lince Dorado's toughness is up. John Morrison is back in action. Grand Metalik renewed his deal for 14 weeks. attackslug's profile suffered from lack of exposure. I tried to get a match with the big dog. It didn't happen. Sonata has injured his neck. Cold Skull is out for 9 weeks. New Japan. NXT's ratings have slumped since Finn Balor became their champion. Paige here. Hey, Slug. I'm sure you agree that things aren't working out here on SmackDown. I mean, you did beat the Monster Among Men. And let's terminate and make me a free agent again? I mean, who wants to sign the hottest new free agent in the business? If you don't want me here, Paige, that's fine. I'll go somewhere else. I'll form a union. Don't worry about it. And so now I'm just a free agent here. No longer on SmackDown in the dojo, a 3-man first blood match is going to happen. And my happiness is in the red here. So that sucks. Is that Albert? Who do we have here? It's Matt Bloom. Who do we have here? Sweet Pea. Who do we have here out on the indies to fight your boy, attackslug, who is no longer on a SmackDown Live deal. He is now the hottest free agent in the business today. Welcome to Tuesday. We have a lot more draft things to discuss. Here's your empty arena match, you guys. A lot more draft things to discuss on the show, as Raw was last night, and plenty of draft things. Akam is here! One half of the Authors of Pain. Plenty more things happen on Raw, and plenty more things in terms of actual changing of brands happened, as opposed to what happened on SmackDown. So certainly things to discuss. And is that Mike Kanellis? Yes, it is. So Akam and the greatest love you've ever known is here. And where's Maria? Nobody knows. So, The Fiend, as was rumored, is going to Monday Night Raw. And following him is Alexa Bliss. Sheamus, I know you're watching this. You're on SmackDown, but you're still watching me because you're just that much obsessed with me. You can't hide wherever. Soon, you will be where Akam is. That's not going to happen because I'm not on SmackDown anymore. So, okay. Now, we have both Fiendy and Alexa to continue their storyline business on Raw. And again, that was the rumor that they were going to trade Rollins for Fiend, essentially. So that was that thing. Now, Charlotte Flair is confirmed for Raw, even though she's been off TV for a bit. And usually, people who are out with injuries don't get drafted, so I would imagine the Queen is back on TV shortly. But currently not on TV. Also, in a very curious bit of business, this is the first time in a long time we've had Alexa and Charlotte on the same show. They have not been on the same brand for a large part of the last couple of years. So that should be curious. Which one of Vince's golden-haired children gets the bigger push between Alexa and Charlotte? Now then, Braun goes to Raw, which he already appeared on Raw Underground, so that's not surprising, I suppose. But that is now official that Braun got beaten down so hard by Roman Reigns. And by the way, Braun and Roman have a match on SmackDown this week for the title. So Braun's last match on SmackDown, he's not going to win that match. He's not going to win that belt. That would be insane if it happened, but it's not going to happen. Roman Reigns will continue to be your tribal chief on SmackDown. But yes, he is fighting on that show. But yes, he is now officially confirmed to be on the Raw roster. So I guess good for Braun. We'll see how it goes, Braun. We'll see how it goes. Akam damn near killed him. Matt Riddle has also been confirmed for Monday. Is that a brass knucks? Brass knucks. Rezar, you aren't in this match. So Matt Riddle supposedly has some heat with Seth Rollins because of comments that his wife made about Becky Lynch at some point a couple of years ago. And so it is Seth having his pull since Seth went to SmackDown, then Matt Riddle goes to Raw. That's just the pull of the Monday Night Messiah, or the former Messiah of Monday nights. So there is that. This match is the first blood, so who's going to bleed first? Who's going to bleed first in this contest? It could be anybody. It could be Matt Bloom. We don't know. So, Kevin Owens going to SmackDown. And that means at some point we're going to see KO and Sami Zayn going to happen. And that was, hey, they said never again. Oh no! The powerbomb into the ladder. But guess what? It's first blood, so that's not going to do much good there, guy. It's not. And will we see a heel Sami Zayn versus a face Kevin Owens? That's the question for the IC title. It could happen, or they could have the Fiend changing KO means they're friends again, because the Fiend changes everyone into things that they used to be, or whatever, right? So that's the deal there. Jeff Hardy goes to Raw, so both AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy gonna be on Raw, and kind of continuing that whole grudge from SmackDown. Now the tag team titles. They drafted the Profits to SmackDown. Personally, I would have preferred to see a unification, but that's just me. But they drafted the Profits, right? So what they did was pretty much they called it the most logical. And Xavier kind of laughed at that being the most logical, which was pretty good. But they said, oh, the most logical thing is just to hand the belts and just you trade the belts. And I'm like, okay, but anyone who actually cares about the tag team title lineage of these titles is going to be like, does that make the Profits 2-time champions? Or does that add numbers to your reigns of titles? Or, like, logistically, when you want to discuss the reign of championships and the lineage of championships, how does that work? Because I am baffled by that particular decision. They could have made a lot of decisions there, but that was like, all right, we're just going to hand them over, and it's fine. And I'm like, is it fine? Is it really? Okay, well, Cassius Ohno. Oh, no. Who is he here to fight? Who is Ohno going to deal with here in this empty arena performance center first blood match? He's fighting Kanellis. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm getting touched on my head there by Akam. So, again, it's still first blood. It's still first blood, man. Now, speaking of weird and potentially stupid and whatever things that happened, Retribution was drafted to Raw, where I guess it's going to stay on Raw. But wasn't their whole thing that they're trying to cause chaos on, like, all the brands? And they were also attacking SmackDown? Like, why would you draft them? And why would they get drafted when their whole thing is to destroy the company and cause chaos? Like, that seems adverse to what they were being booked as, but also, weren't we promised a statement from Ali as to their motives, and we got none of that on Raw last night? Like, do they not know their motives yet? Is that still being rewritten? Like, what the hell, why the hell, how the hell? Now then, facing no consequences for his actions, once again, Lars Sullivan was drafted to SmackDown, and he was on the show, squashing Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. So there was that. That happened. Elias made his return on the show and attacked Jeff Hardy in an amazing bit of continuity, because he still blames Jeff Hardy for getting hit by that car, even though it was the red-haired man, which is Sheamus. Also, to Raw, Sheamus. So again, that whole thing can continue, and I love continuity. So I'm glad they didn't forget that whole angle from SmackDown. Lacey Evans going to Raw. Sure, why not? Lana and Natalya looking to be splitting up. They're done. They're donezo, but also Lana is your new #1 contender for Asuka. So, literally, Lana is the best. Lana, #1. And those table spots finally pay off 5 times later. And I can't, this is the first blood. You can't make me bleed in a freaking camel clutch, Akam. Let me go. Let me go, man. Seriously. What was that? Screw you. I got no health left. Special. I don't want it. I don't want it. No! The Lashley, Matt Bloom with the Hurricanrana for the first time in his life. Anyhow, Nikki Cross got drafted to Raw, so you can still do more stuff with Nikki and Alexa and The Fiend and all of that. Bit of business. Rude and Ziggler. Oh, he's busted open. It's over. As soon as Matt Bloom's up here, it's over. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. It's elimination match. I'm still in this. I'm still alive. Somehow, some way. I forgot it was, you know, that. And that happened. So, get me that briefcase. Seriously. Get me a... Oh, test of strength. A move here. Get me a move! Apollo Crews going to SmackDown. Dabba-Kato got drafted to Raw, which he's a Raw Underground guy, right? And they still haven't been having their Raw Underground business, which is whatever. But the fact that we know from Braun Strowman, anybody who wants to show up on Raw Underground is allowed to show up on Raw Underground. So why even bother having him drafted when he's never actually appeared on Raw? And also, even if he was on SmackDown, he would still be able to appear on Raw Underground. That, again, just make it make sense. Just make it make sense. Natalya going to SmackDown. So the breakup confirmed between Lana and Natalya, as they're going to be on different brands now. The Riot Squad going to SmackDown. And literally one pick at the very, very, very... I can't move... I'm all dizzy here. Flatliner. One pick at the very, very end on your Raw Talk, whatever, draft picks. Literally one NXT pick. And it is Arturo somebody. I've never seen him before in my life. But the one guy from NXT got drafted to Raw. Ruas, I believe is his name. So, alright. Also, Peyton and Billy are officially on different brands. The Iconics are no more. Very sad. It is no longer Iconic. So, that sucks. What a shame. What a waste. And also, Zelina Vega is going to SmackDown. Now, that does mean... Shovel! That does mean the one person... That does mean the biggest name undrafted is Andrade. Nobody drafted him anywhere. He did get attacked on Raw by The Fiend, but nobody has drafted Andrade, and that's a shame. And there are a handful of more names. They have not mentioned what brand they're going to be on, but that's kind of the biggest one there left questioning is Andrade. So, there you go. That was Monday's draft, and that whole thing was the weirdness. Now, can I somehow eke out a victory here and make Akam bleed? It's not looking good. It's not looking like it might happen here. But yes, I definitely did enjoy... Stop with the leg. You can't make me bleed from a leg lock. I'm pretty sure you can't. That's not how the body works. Akam, put me down. Or do one of those. Fine. Put down the ladder. Albert. Matt Bloom. Oh my god. Good God almighty. I can't... I've got no health here, and Akam is just thoroughly trouncing me. And it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But what are you gonna do? Get a grapple! Get a grapple! He caught me! Gotta keep changing the camera here. Oh my god! That was a... He flipped into a cutter? Like, what was that? It looked awesome. But I don't know what the hell that was. Alright. I need to get something sharp. Give me this shovel. No shovels! No shovels! And let me get my first match as a free agent a victory. It needs to be victorious. Also, Robert Roode still has his CFO theme. But for how long? For how long? Just bleed. Won't you? Please. Need to be done. Bleed. Oh no! My face right into that. And somehow, still, no one is bleeding. No one is blading. It's ridiculous. Both these men, exhausted. They've got nothing left in the tank, but Attack Slug wants to hit that Slug driver on a ladder, or a table, or anything. Oh, come on. I was so built up, and now Akam is just stronger than I am. And that's super not cool. Super not cool. The slam. And welcome to the jam. And Attack Slug wins. Finally, the slam on the ladder did it. That was my last gasp of breath. Attack Slug can continue to be tranquilo. And Attack Slug's progress is being hindered, like gender, by the limitations of the dojo. But I increased my happiness. And I'm making no money, and now losing over 1,000 a week, buying all these video games and video game accessories. Brock Lesnar, the fittest wrestler on Raw. Yano left New Japan for Raw? The true ace? Ishii is sad that Yano has left New Japan and Chaos. Damian Priest left NXT for Impact. But a pay-per-view match happening against Ono tomorrow. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos right here. See you next time. And I'm out.